Good afternoon and welcome, or good evening and welcome, race fans. Northeast Racing Media here. My name is Blaise Brodeur. Robert Baggett behind the camera. Listen, we had a couple of guests on tonight. Mike Ray from the Carolinas with his own motorsports talk show was going to be with us tonight from North Carolina. And the poor guy just went through some serious surgery with prostate cancer. We wish him all the best here at Northeast Racing Media, and I'm sure all you fans do too. And he wasn't feeling well tonight. He couldn't join us. So we went ahead and introduced John Gates, Andy White, our head scorer at Thompson and New London Waterford Speedboat, and of course John Gates, who's going to be with us. One of our finest trackside commentators, Victory Lane announcers. He's really great. They're both going to be joining us tonight. So, well, good evening, race fans. We're here in the Baggett Racing Garage, if you will, home of the number 55 SK Light Modified, driven by Robert Bloxham. And joined by two gentlemen tonight, Johnny Gates, who is the announcer, one of the announcers like myself at Stafford Motor Speedway, although I'm not at Stafford. And our head scorer at the Waterford Speedboat in Thompson, Andy White. Andy, both, and John, both nice to have you guys, man. Yeah, it's good to have you. Listen, just a quick, let's pick our brains here a little bit. John, let's start off with you. What's your thoughts on, give us your thoughts on this coronavirus issue and this sports issue, and where do you think we're going to go with racing this year here locally in Connecticut?
Well, let's hope for the year. Certainly hope, July 4th is really unconscious. Don't have short like one weekend. Sure, I think I've five racing. I think I've this thing to where I race the buddies, man. I just get out there and get the truck and have a good time.
All right, you picking him up, okay?
He's cutting in and out.
All right, you're cutting in and out, Johnny, but that's okay. Keep it going. That's all right. You're all right. Well, and the thoughts on, of course, northeast Connecticut, as in New Hampshire, whatnot. Andy, your thoughts on that? What about Monadnock? We've heard Monadnock and Star and Lee possibly getting underway, probably before anybody here in southern New England for that matter.
Yeah, it looks like they're in pretty good shape to the north, Blaise. I just read, I think I read something about Claremont running a modified show very soon.
Right.
This whole COVID thing is been awful on all of us.
It really has.
Especially us racing guys,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like our summer life, and none of us know what the hell to do with ourselves, right?
Right. It's ridiculous.
It really is. It's terrible. But on a positive note, it's definitely getting better.
Right.
I'm hopeful that we're running. We're seeing cars on track by late, August or even into the early fall. That's what I'm really hoping for myself.
Well, again, there's been several practices, all except for New London Waterford Speedboat. Of course, Stafford's had some practices, and the New Hampshire tracks have. So I don't know what to expect coming up. I mean, it's just I don't know, Johnny. We put you on a different speaker, and how about your thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, I think we've all social distanced for quite some time here. I think we're ready to go back racing. Myself, I would certainly like to see by July 4th some local stock car racing. That's for sure. Whether or not our government's going to allow us to do that, that remains to be seen. But it's been hopeful. There's a lot of hope out there, especially like we get to watch NASCAR on TV right now. What a race we had Saturday night at Bristol.
No kidding. That was great.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Joey and Chase getting into it, that was pretty cool. And Brad taking up the victory. But, a lot of tracks out in Pennsylvania are starting to open up. You got the 410 Sprint tomorrow night up at the Sealands Grove Speedway. That's pretty cool, along with Lincoln Speedway on Saturday night. So there's some good 4 hours of, I would say, Connecticut, Southern New England. Big Diamond Speedway opens up next Friday night, and of course, Jennerstown coming up pretty soon. Mahoning Valley, all out in Pennsylvania. So that's a good sign. It's kind of something new today, and that's what we need. We need this thing to get over, and we need to get back to racing.
Absolutely, totally, 100% agree, man. Andy, I know, being in the scoring and the computer end of it, it's a lot of fun what you do, man, and you're so good at it. And Johnny, you're so good at what you do as well, buddy. But Andy, I don't know how these guys. I mean, you've learned a lot from Julie, of course, but you took the reins, man, and you're doing a great job. I just hope we get back to doing this.
Yeah, I really do too, Blaise. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work.
It is.
I would say that the racing fan doesn't understand what goes on in that tower. I don't get to enjoy the races as much as they do.
That's true.
So thank God guys like Robert Baggett tape the races for us and post it.
Right.
So I can watch the races and enjoy them the following week.
Yeah, he's behind the camera waving to you right now.
But, so my face is in a computer rather than looking out the window most of the night.
Right.
I'm watching the scoring, so.
Right.
But it is a lot of fun to be involved in. It's something I'm really proud to be a part of.
Yeah.
And I just love short track racing in New England, and I'm really, really hopeful that we're going to get back at it here soon.
Well,
very soon.
Yeah, we all are.
I think we're ready. I think we're very close to being ready.
I think so too, man. I really do. We can't be that far away. I mean, so. And Johnny, you follow the truck series, the Exit Realty Truck Series with Marshall Hurley, and we've had a lot of fun doing that over the last year or two. And we got to give a shout out to Marshall. We miss him. We miss all of it. And I don't know, Johnny. Let's hope for the best, huh?
Yeah, well, hey, man, we certainly do appreciate you and Robert. Of course, Blaise always does a heck of a job, too. But coming out there and filming and, talking about the trucks, getting some interviews with the drivers and stuff, those guys just suck that up. They love it. But the Exit Realty Pro Trucks, Andy was talking about maybe New Hampshire. We start with 4 straight New Hampshire races starting on July 4th and ending on August 29th. We go to Monadnock, Hudson, Lee, and on back to Monadnock. But the trucks been putting on a heck of a show, man. We got to get these trucks back out on the track. Jared Giordano Jr., he's our defending champion. We got Ken Cassidy coming along this year, a rookie driver. He's going to be in the number 11 truck. Of course, Dwayne Knoll, Dave Koning, Alan Coates, all the boys and girls will be out there.
Oh, yeah.
And we hope the trucks go out and put this Monadnock. I'll tell you what, man, those trucks absolutely rock and roll. Do a great job.
They really do. So we're looking forward to it.
They put on a hell of a show.
They really do.
I cannot wait to get back and see these guys all race again.
And not just that, but let's set the trucks aside for a minute, Johnny and Andy. But the modified guys, the Wednesday night guys, for instance, at the New London Waterford Speedbowl, they really have nowhere else to race except at the Speedbowl because of their divisions, respectable divisions, and geez, everybody's chomping at the bit here, guys.
Yeah. Wednesday night was definitely one of my favorite nights, Blaise.
It really was.
I looked forward to my Wednesday nights. It was a great way to break up the week and get you set up for Saturday,
That's right.
And what a hell of a show they put together down there at Waterford for those fans. So very cheap to get in. And they really, all those competitors really put on a fantastic show every Wednesday night.
Right, and we've got a lot of competitors that have added John Gates in the SK Light, the SK series. A lot of guys have moved up from the lesser divisions, if you will, and wow, I mean, this season would have been a kick-ass, excuse my language, people, season if we get ready to go.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'll tell you what, Wednesday nights, what a breeding ground for superstar drivers. I mean, these guys are coming up out of the Legends, the X-Cars, Super X-Cars, just great stuff. Even the Bandolero guys are now superstars up at tracks like Stafford, Thompson, and beyond. I mean, it's just amazing. I certainly do miss those Wednesday night shows at Waterford, and let's hope we get back to it real soon.
Yeah, well, listen, all right, I know we're running out of time, you guys, and listen, Andy White and Johnny Gates, you guys are the best, man. I'm so glad you guys came on with us tonight. It was an enjoyment to have you. It really is good to talk to both of you. So thanks for being with us here at Northeast Racing Media. And before we go, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to not only some fans that are probably out there listening and are going to be watching us tonight, but Nick's Auto Service down in North Brantford, Nick Papakota, not to be confused with Capicola. Stop in and see him. And remember that, John? First time we won't go there. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah, and Glastonbury Cleaning Service, Ed Baggett, he's been a big help, not only on the 55 SK Light for Robert Bloxham, but he's a big supporter of Northeast Racing Media. And, of course, a shout-out to some of the fans. And, of course, Rent a Race Car. Those guys, down at Rent a Race Car, if anybody wants to go racing and they think they got the area, if you will, and money to go racing and go out there and have some fun, contact the guys at Rent a Race Car in Berlin, Connecticut. And a shout out, I got to say, Jamie Page, Northeast Racing Media. Welcome to Northeast Racing Media, Autoglass Dynamics out of Glastonbury, Connecticut. And, of course, a friend of ours, Alyssa. We won't mention her last name, but I figured I'd give her a shout out, and she's a big supporter. And good to have you on board and enjoying our show. And John Gates, Andy White, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. And we'll talk to you guys soon, we hope.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Blaise. Nice surprise.
Oh, Andy, good to have you, man. I miss you, man. And John Gates, miss you too, buddy. Can't wait to see you both.
Sounds good, man. Andy, have a good couple of weeks. Be racing still.
Good to hear your voice, John.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Okay, this is Blaise Brodeur with Northeast Racing Media signing out. Thank you, Robert Baggett.